Wow, so Jared Leto is a psychopath. Wait a minute. Where have I seen this before? Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to my in-theater movie review series. So today's movie I'll be reviewing today is the HBO Max movie, The Little Things. And before I get into my thoughts about this movie, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So the movie starts off with a deputy sheriff named Deke who finds out about this case about a serial killer who goes around killing all these innocent people. And it was then that he meets up with a detective named Baxter who wants to solve this case himself. So Deke and Baxter end up working together in order to find some clues that could put the serial killer to jail. So what are my thoughts about this film? I thought this film was okay, but I'll get into more depth with it later. Right now, let's talk about what I did like about this film. So the first thing I like about this film were the performances themselves. I really love Denzel Washington's take on the Sheriff Deke. He gives Deke a very serious personality as Deke is trying to solve the case about the serial killer. And I love the way that Denzel Washington is able to stay calm throughout the whole movie and is trying to help Baxter solve the case. And we get to see how Deke is so good at solving crimes. And I like that aspect of Deke's character. And I think Denzel Washington did a fantastic job with making Deke into this really good detective who's able to look at the little things, as he points out, in the cases, so that way it would be easier for them to actually solve the case with all these details in mind. I also really like Rami Malek's performance in this film as Detective Baxter, as it shows that Rami Malek is able to make Detective Baxter into this really interesting character who's trying to find the serial killer, and he ends up enlisting the help of Deke, the sheriff. And I really like the dynamic he has with Deke throughout this movie, as it shows that they both want to look at little details in the case to try to solve this mystery and try to find the serial killer. And I really like that dynamic with each other, and I like how they end up bonding with each other over this case. And that's what I really enjoyed about their relationship throughout this film. And I really like how Jared Leto made this antagonist very cold and calculating, as my favorite type of villains are the cold and calculating type that are able to get one step ahead of the heroes. And that's the case with Jared Leto's character, is that he's able to stay ahead of the detective and the sheriff and try to trick them into leading them into these false clues. So I really like that aspect of Jared Leto's character. Another thing I really enjoyed about this film was the premise itself. I love the fact that this film focuses on this detective and sheriff are trying to solve this case regarding a serial killer and try to bring him to justice, and they try to find all these little clues that leads up to the serial killer. I always love films that dealt with the main characters trying to find these little clues and try to put those clues together to find out who the killer of the week is. And that's what this film is all about. It's about these two characters trying to find all these clues to bring this killer to justice. Now, here are some things that I didn't like about this film. The main thing I didn't like about this film was the slow pacing. This film was a real slow burn. Like, there was a lot of scenes in this film that passed by too slowly. I understand that this film is focusing on Deke and Baxter trying to find all these clues that leads up to the serial killer, but the film takes so long to get to these points. Like, I find myself being very bored with this film because it's just so slow in the pacing. The characters are practically doing nothing throughout this movie, and I just got so bored with most of these scenes because of that. So overall, I give The Little Things a skim it. While the premise was really interesting, and I thought that the performances from Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto were very well done, the pacing of the film is what brought this film down to me. Like, I found myself bored throughout the film because the characters don't really do much throughout the film, and I just wish that there was a bit more action in this film. So if you do like films that deal with crime drama, you should definitely check this film out. But if you're looking for a film that has more action to it, then I definitely recommend you skip over this film. So that's my review on The Little Things. And tell me in the comments down below, have you seen The Little Things? And if you have, did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? And what's your favorite movie that features a serial killer? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later.